Very good. Welcome to the Thursday Immunotech Product and Opportunity Call. Very excited to bring you this call every Thursday at this time. My name is Angelo Licari, living in San Antonio, Texas, and my wife and I have been with this amazing company, Immunotech, now 7 years here next month. Very, very excited for the future here. Immunotech is a network marketing company, and we have a very, very unique story. It's a story that nobody else can tell. Immunotech, as a network marketing company, 40 years ago, they started researching, and more researching our amazing flagship product called Immunocal. It's just so exciting that we have a 40-year track record with our company. And that's where I'm going to start tonight. I'm going to start with our product. That's one of the most important things. I think the most important thing that we have to offer. You have to have a product that works. And nobody else in the network marketing industry has a product like Immunocal, or even has a product with 40 years of research behind it and millions of dollars invested into the research. Well, what did they find out? What were they researching? Here's what you need to know to start with here. It's important, even you take yourself out of our company or out of our product. You just need to know way back through the decades, scientists and doctors have been looking for ways to raise what's called your glutathione levels in your body, looking for ways to raise glutathione levels in your body. And you may not know what that is. Let me pause and tell you what it is. This is all going to tie in together here. You'll understand where this is going in just a minute. Hang tight. So what is glutathione, and why do you need to know what it is and how important it is in your body? Well, it's a small molecule inside of every single one of your cells. Every cell in your body has glutathione, okay? It is extremely important for the functioning of your body, and without glutathione, you actually would die. The principal functions of glutathione are this. I always want to point this first one out. The most important is that it builds the immune system. It builds our immune system. That's what glutathione does, one of the most important functions that we have. And we have the PDR to back up what I'm saying, the physician's desk reference. It's incredible that you can type in, you can go to pdr.net, and you can type in Immunocal, our product, in the pdr.net, and it'll bring up a page or two that you can read and understand. They talk about glutathione in the pdr.net. And it's one of the, glutathione, it's important for building your immune system. We all have an immune system. We all need a strong immune system. In the PDR, it says that glutathione has multiple functions. And one of them, I'm just going to point out this one, it says it is essential for the immune system to exert at its full potential. You have to have glutathione in your body for your immune system to work at its full potential. Right there in the pdr.net, you can go look it up yourself. So that's number one. The number one function of glutathione is that it builds your immune system. Number two, it detoxifies our cells, our organs, lungs. It's a complete general detoxification of our whole body at the cellular level. It energizes our cells. It's the master antioxidant as well. And there's many more functions. Those are the main ones I wanted to point out. High glutathione levels in your body give us a complete regeneration at the cellular level. Now, you could say, wow, that sounds great, glutathione. We need glutathione. And maybe you could say that it's me making this up or even Immunotech. It's not. It's like I said at the beginning, doctors and scientists know from the beginning how important it is to have high glutathione levels in our body. Not me, but other people. I'm just a messenger here. But listen to this. Immunocal, it is scientifically proven to raise your glutathione level in your body. It's proven to do that. We have the 40 years of research. So I told you why you need glutathione, how important it is. Our product is the answer for having a strong immune system, for having energy in our body, for being a master antioxidant. We need that, and it'll help you detoxify your cells. Those are some of the main things that high glutathione levels does. We have medical validations. We have 70 use patents as well, many over 70 now, patents as well. And, the type of doctors that are talking about our product, it's not just any old doctor here, but this doctor in particular I want to point out, the Nobel Prize winner in medicine Luc Montagnier, he won the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 2008 for his discovery of the HIV virus. He wrote a book, and in that 42nd chapter of his book, he talks about Immunocal and how important it is to have high glutathione levels and how Immunocal is the answer for that. It's incredible. And like I said, our product is in the physician's desk reference. You can go look it up, pdr.net, and type in Immunocal there in the search bar. Basically, the health of all people in the coming years will depend on their levels of glutathione. It's just, it's incredible the opportunity that we have with this product, with all the research behind it. And, I'm so thankful to God that Chuck Roberts, Dieter Beer, 20 years ago now, they decided to use network marketing as the business model to market our product. They could have went to the pharmacies, they could have went to the retail, they could have done all kinds of things. They chose to use network marketing, and I'm so happy for that because it doesn't matter where I come from or my background or your background, your age, your race, education. You have an opportunity with this amazing product for 40 years of research to recommend it to people and get commissions paid back to you just by recommending this amazing product. There's no other product out there. There's no one can duplicate us. We have the patents, and you have an opportunity of earning some serious money recommending this product as well. So I'm going to quickly pause. I don't want to take too much time away from our guests, but I just want to pause. I mentioned at the beginning of the call that we are a network marketing company. I believe it's the greatest industry in the world. It's $182 billion in sales. Last year, $182 billion in sales. It's bigger than many of the industries you may know, movie industry, natural foods industry, video gaming industry, and the NFL. We blow away all of those industries. And the number one segment of network marketing is the health industry within network marketing. They do most of the sales in the network marketing industry, and that's what we are. And nobody in all of our marketplaces, nobody has the 40 years of research in a product like this that matters. We are in the right spot at the right time. And the bottom line is I hope that this call will help you to see why Immunotech is the best option for you and your family, and how a product like Immunocal, precursor of glutathione, has become the opportunity of our lifetime. It really has been. It's changed our lives, changed many people's lives, and we have, quickly we're going to introduce here Dr. Eduardo Scholcoff in Chicago. He just got back home here. He's very thankful that he's able to get in the call. Dr. Eduardo he's originally from Argentina. He's been in Chicago now for many, many years here, and he's at the Cook County Health and Hospital Systems. He's the Director of Maternal Child Health, Department of Family and Community Medicine there in Chicago, Illinois, and he also is an Associate Professor of Clinical Family Medicine at Northwestern University Feinberg School of Medicine. So, Dr. Eduardo Scholcoff, are you there with us tonight?
I am. Can you hear me well?
Yeah, just speak up. We can hear you good. Just maybe speak a little louder. But thank you for getting in tonight, Doctor. I just want to, first of all, let's just pause real quick before we get into Immunocal. I know you want to talk a little bit about Immunocal, but I would like you just to give a quick. We were at an amazing barbecue this last weekend up at the headquarters in Montreal, Canada. Just tell us, Dr. Eduardo, he's a diamond consultant. In 5 months, he went diamond. Incredible story there. Average diamond makes $70,000 to $75,000 a year with our company. He did this in 5 months on a part-time basis, part-time, and he's with us tonight, and he's obviously very passionate about our product. But, Doctor, can you just tell us a little bit of what you experienced up in Montreal with people from Mexico, the Dominican Republic, the U.S., Canada, all over the place, and Puerto Rico celebrating our amazing company and our amazing successes of our achievers here? Calls over to you.
Yeah, really was amazing. We got late because I worked Thursday, but somebody picked us up for the company at the airport. Beautiful hotel, the Intercontinental, all things prepared, everything ready, nothing, the company was amazing. And then the next day, go to the company, sorry, but my best time was the half hour, 45 minutes with Jimmy Woodman, one of the well-known consultants and probably the guy that knows more in the world regarding glutathione. And then all the company, the employees, all there for us, trying to make the barbecue and trying to make a very emotional time, I think, for everybody. Some people were the second or third time because you go there when you are executive diamond, when you are platinum, or you are invited to it. And it was amazing, really, to see the company, everybody from our CEO and everybody, all the consultants were smiling. We were talking about what to do better, how to do it. Then we have jokes, we have dance, we have a very, I do not know if you are planning to talk about when we raised the flag of the Dominican Republic, but it was truly amazing hearing about these people that wait and have a lot, really, a lot to tell us in what it means to be there for the company and to be there for them. And most probably, Angelo, and you with your wife, you also has a very important moment there when we raise the Dominican Republic flag, and then they treat us in a beautiful restaurant, then the river boat and so on. But the most important thing is the collegiality of everybody. It doesn't matter what net, branch, platinum, diamond, employee, CEO, everybody there talking about how well, dancing together. Really, I think that it was truly amazing. They allowed us, we stood another day there to know the city, and really we have an excellent time. I'm proud to be part of the company. The people that I do not know, but looks like I never did network marketing, and I do not know other companies, but everybody talking about how proud the company feels about us and how we do it, and how we are trying to evolve in the United States and so on, and everything. While I now has a different perspective about especially the skin products, the Cogniva and the Magistral that I was talking briefly with Jimmy Woodman. Also, I think that more and more I emphasize that Immunocal is something that is amazing. It's something that is a discovery that people do not know what we have in our hands. That's right. Everybody talking there, but when you see the company working and you see all the people, how much, the people that answer the phones, the people that try to really help you in bringing this health product to a lot of people. I was a little more moved because I have, in the last few weeks, I have more patients that has been responding very well, and this product is something that there is nothing like that, and I'm sure that a few years from now, when this will get into all the United States, it will be a boom, and everybody will say, "Oh, I remember when you told me about," and so on. Then for everybody that is in the call, this is the time really to get into this company as independent consultants. I think that it's an excellent time. My brother-in-law that is in the company has to evacuate in Florida, and he continued to work if he wants. Why? Because he moved, but he moved with his computer and his phone. Then I imagine that before the end of the call you will talk about that, but I want to emphasize how easy the company make it to be able to continue to do this. Yes,
that's exactly right. And we also I had the privilege of seeing you there with Rosafelia. She was she won the Dr. Bonos Award, the top award of the company, and it was quite an honor to see you guys celebrating with us. It is unique being able to go to the company. We see people that haven't been there. You don't know all of the work that goes on behind the scenes and all the effort that's put in to getting that product to your doorstep. There's so much that goes into it, and all you have to do is pick up the phone and call or go into your website and order, which, by the way, when you say yes to Immunotech, that stuff, you don't have to pay for that. That's not overhead that you have to pay for. There's so much going on, the call center, the warehouse, all of the executives, making sure we have the right marketing materials and all that stuff that happens. There's so much that goes on, and it's very refreshing, for someone that hasn't been there to see all of that. But not that you have to go, but just to hear it firsthand from Eduardo. It was his first time there, and he was very blown away at all the work that goes on behind the scenes that we don't see. So that's exactly right. Dr. Eduardo, I don't know if you wanted to very quickly, we have Kevin David on the line, Consultant of the Year in Canada, but I would like just very quickly, can you talk about what you've experienced with raising your glutathione level with our product and how that's helped you and your patients and what you've seen in the last, really about, 8-9 months now that you've been with the company?
Then briefly for everybody, Immunocal is a consolidated cysteine that is a block of what glutathione is. It's the limiting block to build glutathione in each cell of your body. And it's in a way that the cysteine is being absorbed. I show in our Wednesday meeting what happened when you take glutathione from the pharmacy in a pill. It gets destroyed in your stomach, and you do not get any antioxidant value. This cysteine, consolidated cysteine, is a patent that the company has, and it's a way to get the cysteine bypass your stomach. Then the cysteine in great amount get to your small intestine and get absorbed, and through the blood goes to all your body. Then if your frontal lobe is not working well because you have severe depression or chronic depression, it will make the cells of the frontal lobe get better. The same is for the diabetes, the same is for the congestive heart failure, the same is for the ulcer in the leg of the diabetic. All have the same, they are all oxidized. Then when you antioxidant in a potent way with the cysteine that allow the cells to make the glutathione enough to clean the cell inside, you improve that health challenge. One of the cells that get better are also the immune system. All the white cells get better, especially the ones who are limiting, and that's why we get much better improvement in immunity. And also to mention, and I will finish with this, the division of cells, the origin of all our cancer, or most of our cancers, are when the cells get divided and the DNA get reproduced, we have failures. And these failures are less when the cells do not have oxide inside. That's why the people that do not have any health challenge also has to take Immunocal to protect themselves.
That's right.
That it looks like the wonder product. And it's not that looks like, it's the wonder product. These people, if you go back to 1985, where they really start all the good job about glutathione, you will see that this started before our company started. This was a research company because of that, what you were saying in the very beginning. Then for everybody that is in the call, this is a product that is a wonder product that increase the glutathione and improve most of the health challenge. do not doubt it. You have the posology in the PDR that you already mentioned. Then if you need to know how many envelopes, one envelope of Immunocal is 10 grams, and it clearly says 1 or 2 for small or mild health challenge, 3 or 4 to big challenge. Then if you have a person that, for everybody that wants to become a consultant, this is also easy to do because it's right there in the PDR. Then you can show it to anybody that has diabetes and has an ulcer, has to take 3 to 4 envelopes of Immunocal. And yes, I have very, very good success with rheumatoid arthritis that, I have a couple of patients, and one was yesterday there in my meeting, and that makes me very happy because she's able to walk without her canes. She used to use Canadian canes to be able to move around, and she was with her daughter yesterday in our meeting here in Chicago. That we already
very good.
A second English meeting in Chicago.
Excellent. Wow. Congratulations, Dr. Eduardo. Thank you for everything. I'll let you go tonight, and it's always a pleasure to hear from you. Thank you for getting in. You have a wonderful night.
Thank you.
And before we introduce Kevin David, the Consultant of the Year, him and his wonderful wife in High River, Alberta, Canada, I just want to point out, I mentioned briefly, when you say yes to Immunotech, you have two options. You can come in as a consultant, and then you have an opportunity of receiving commissions. Or maybe you're saying you just want the product, and you can enter Immunotech with being a customer, and you will not be able to receive commissions, but you can try the product, and we have great options for you as well. If you want to be a consultant, again, you get a back office, an amazing website. You get all of the research that is available to you. You get the call center that's waiting for you. You also get an international business you don't have to pay for it. You sign up $525 as a consultant plus taxes and shipping, and you get your international business. You can refer people from the U.S., from Mexico, Dominican Republic, Ireland, and England, Canada, and instantly you're in those countries instantly. And you try to run a traditional business right now and try to have an international business and pay all those fees. Good luck with that. Right now with Immunotech, 40 years of research on our product, very unique opportunity. You have an international business. So it's really an amazing, amazing opportunity here. And I am so excited for Kevin David, who is with us tonight. Are you there, Kevin?
Hey, Angelo, can you hear me okay?
You're coming through loud and clear. Him and his wife, Deborah, are the Consultants of the Year last year in all of Canada, the top consultants in Canada. And what an amazing story that is. But first, Kevin, you were at the barbecue as well. I know we'll get to that in a minute here. Tell us a little bit, how your life, where you were before Immunotech, and how your life lined up with Immunotech, and what did you see when you first saw Immunotech? Over to you, Kevin.
Thanks, Angelo. Well, it really was a pretty simple situation for us. When I say that, we were in a position where we had to make money. I identified the company as a company that had true compassion for others. Identified the company as a product that I knew back in 1996 but it never pursued. For us, it was a matter of, fight and push with all of the effort that we had to build an income, and just to be really trusting in the fact that there was so much research based on, and Dr. Eduardo mentioned this, some 41 years of research and a company that has such great potential, 20 years of marketing ability, and where we're at today and what the potential of that is. So we really made my wife didn't know really anything about network marketing. She thought it sounded like a pyramid scheme, and the crazy thing about it is, it's great to be involved with a company that is actually not a bunch of fluff and that is a pyramid scheme, and with a company that actually has all the research and all the legalities and all the compliance positions that make us a leader in the top 100 of the Direct Sellers Association, and with the vision of, under Mauricio Domenzane, to be within the top 50 companies in 2018. We're truly on track for that. So it was really about finding a product. I mean, I had a bad accident, as some of your listeners may know, a very bad head injury. Short-term memory is still not as crash hot as what it used to be, although I can kind of use that to my advantage when I'm not remembered or I'd forgotten something with Deborah that I can say, honey, I really did forget about that. But, the big thing is, we were kind of twofold. We needed the income. We already knew that the product in the company was sound, and I needed the product for my health. And I know that with all of the I's being dotted and T's being crossed, that this company had something for us. And I'll talk about what it was from barbecue, but I had to look when we first got going, and if everybody on the line tonight can write down these two words, the word potential and the word vision. And I'll cover some of those things just about the barbecue in a second. But Angelo, I hope that answers your question. The product is unlike no other. It is a product that everybody needs, as Dr. Eduardo so brilliantly explained. We're with a company, and he said how proud it was that we're treated and paid attention to. Everyone was paid attention to. Dr. Eduardo hit it right on the head. It was his first time at barbecue, as was mine. My wife's been there a couple barbecues in a row. This was my first experience to head office. So it solidified one of the reasons why we got involved with this company, and we had faith. Third word, not necessarily in third position, but faith probably should be first. Faith in the company, faith in the product, faith in the people that have invited you to join them in an awesome, awesome, awesome opportunity. Angelo, back to you, and you can ask whatever questions, obviously, about the barbecue.
You bet, Kevin. Wow, what a great story. Before we move on to the barbecue, I just want to know what were you and Deborah doing at the point of entering Immunotech? What was your situation at that time?
Well, it's kind of funny because you know how things kind of come around and go around, and bad karma kind of comes back to you. Some 5 years ago, we invested over $170,000 in a brick and mortar business. And,
wow.
After the flood in High River and my injury, I was very obviously not on target. I was not good with my emotions. My PTSD, my trauma of my head injury was always a challenge. And, God bless them, and I pray for them all the time, but I had two business partners that I didn't get along with. I find out now some 30 months later after joining Immunotech that the company no longer exists, that they went bankrupt, and at the end of the day, I was in a brick and mortar business, and trust me, we were doing $100,000 a month in retail business. It was barely enough to pay the bills, and we were still injecting money and savings and
wow.
that type of thing into our business. So, you kind of get to the end of that when Deb asked me, honey, if there was anything you were to do to make you really happy, what would it be? And I said, well, actually, to be honest with you, babe, I said, I'd get back into network marketing because, and actually she had asked me the question, well, what is that? I said, well, it's where you actually help other people succeed in business, and you sell or you promote a product and or service. In this case, I'd had my eye and target on Immunocal and Immunotech, and we worked really hard in our first 90 days, 87 days to go diamond. We worked really hard. We work really hard today, and there are ups and downs with that, but that's what we were doing prior to. And,
wow.
Deb still, works, a full-time job and stuff like that. But, here's the beautiful thing. The potential and what the potential of it is for our health, for people that we know's health, for family. Think about the potential for your family. Think about the potential for your income. Think about your potential for a bigger picture.
Exactly.
And a big compliment and a big compliment to you and Bricia and Rosa Filia and Dr. Eduardo. I mean, it was kind of odd, but, I don't want to get in and kind of offset the call, but, there are a lot of people that when we get stuck, and sometimes we're stuck in the mud or stuck in the sand or we're stuck in our thoughts and negative thoughts, we have a hard time overcoming those negative tendencies, because those things have been drilled into our heads through news, through friends, through family, and so on. You know, I heard you speak when the flag was raising for the Dominican Republic. The vision and the potential of what was taking place, the emotion as to what Dr. Eduardo talked about, the emotion as to what was taking place after knowing the hardships that the people of the Dominican experienced and that many people experience in business and network marketing, how you overcome and surpassed, and how those leaders today in the Dominican, the diamonds, the executive diamonds, how people overcame adversity, they overcame obstacles. And look at today, how successful and how proud a moment. I wrote this down off of something that Dr. Eduardo said. How proud is it to be able to see a flag and a national anthem of the Dominican Republic as that seventh country, and we're about to go into 3 more in the new year. How proud are you? How proud can you be to know that you're a part of a company that has ethics, that has feeling, that has love for its consultants? You know, he talked a little bit about, you know, Eduardo talked a little about, maybe repetitive, talked about the customer service. Let's think about the vision. The second word I'd asked you to write down was vision. The vision is instilled with our customer service representatives who support us in the success of what we do and what we are doing and what we are bringing to the future generations of this company. The management have the vision to expand far beyond what our potential is currently. They understand and see and have the vision, right, that they can actually take this into a different zone. You know, and I've heard you and Bricia, Angelo, talk so many times on this. You know, faith is one of the words that we talk about, and having faith not just in God and what the plan is and what your plan is and what your position is here on earth today. God instills us with not only the potential and the belief systems, and he will not push any of us past what we are able to take. And, you know, when I think about, you know, how many conversations you had with me, and likely you were giving me the subliminal message, hey, don't be so negative about this. You can get past this. Don't do this. You know, I owed you that apology today, and I thought to myself, oh, this is kind of interesting. Angelo's calling me to be on the call, and I'm talking to him about making an apology because I put so much weight on you. I put so much weight on you with some of the negative nonsense that was going on in our group and in our life. You know, and you know, think about this. The people on the line tonight, think about this. Angelo and I are not in the same organization, but we're in the same family of Immunotech.
That's
For
right.
somebody younger than I to steer me, to believe in me, to bring me to a point where my belief system can become elevated. That is our job in helping people become successful.
Wow.
Angelo, back to you.
That's amazing, Kevin. You entered into a lot of great areas that it's just great for people to hear all that you've been going through here. You know, and one of the things, watching the Dominican, knowing the challenges that they've been through and seeing their flag being raised at the head office, it was so moving for us. The story that we've had through the years with them, and to see them living a life of victory, and that's what this is about. It's about living a life of victory. And those that are willing to pay the price and step up and say yes to Immunotech, like many, many people have already done and are having the success, it's there for you as well. Very quickly, I just want to point out, whenever I hear someone having a traditional business like Kevin or anyone else, he spent $170,000 on a brick and mortar business and lots of overhead, and he said he was selling $100,000 in sales and just barely making it. That's what you have with a traditional business. And when he got that traditional business, he didn't get a website. He didn't get an international business. He didn't get a call center waiting for him. He didn't get 40 years of research like we have. He got all that. He invested all that money, and he was still, you saying yes to Immunotech gives you more than what a lot of people get when they try to do a traditional business. That's why this is the greatest business model out there with the greatest company and a product that nobody else has. So, Kevin, I know you got a lot going on. You and your groups are growing. I'll turn the call back over to you to close the call. Go ahead with some closing thoughts that you have. You already said so much, but we're running a little over time, so I'll give you a couple minutes to wrap this call up, and let's talk to the person who maybe is thinking whether they want to join Immunotech or not. And again, this call isn't everything to you. It's not an everything call. It's just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more. Get with the person who invited you on this call. And Kevin, I'll turn the call over to you for the closing words.
Angelo, how would I say this? First off, I'm probably not even the right guy to make the close of the call tonight, but I want you to think about this, everybody who's on the line. We have emotion about this company and with this company and the product and what the products will do. There are people that will not come to the plan. There are people that will not try the product. There are people that have excuses about whatever and whenever they seem to talk. I want you to think about that first word, potential, and I want you to go Google the word potential. I want you to Google that word potential, and I want you to ask yourselves the question on how and what the potential is on increasing your health position in your life personally for your family. I want you to think of what the opportunity is, of what the potential is for your family if you can follow some of the simple systems that are in place that Angelo and Bricia and Rosa Filia and Dr. Palaio and our group have. Put yourselves in the position of understanding and believing in yourself that potential is there for you. The potential is there for you in income. The potential is there for you in success, no matter how you see it. Whether it be success in your health or your family or your relationships or your belief and your faith, it has a bigger picture. Potential has a bigger picture for everyone on this call tonight. If you don't have something that you want today, you have the potential to have it. This is a company that can help you change the position that you're in today. If in closing that you get nothing else, understand two things. There are no excuses to why you can't go to the top with this company. There are no excuses why you can't or don't have the position. The word can't shouldn't enter your mind. Because the potential of what you've been given, a God-given gift of the potential that you've been given, you in fact can go to the top with this company. And think about that. Think about how good that would make you feel, how good that would make your family feel, how good that would make you feel at the end of the month that you're not chasing, the money to pay the bills. It requires a little bit of effort. Everybody on this call is capable of that, and they're far more capable of the potential. You have not reached your potential yet, and all it requires is a little bit of effort. Angelo, I want to thank you for allowing me to be on your call tonight. It's Kevin David from High River, Alberta, signing out. Going to get back to my other call. And guys, I just want to thank everybody on this line tonight. Angelo, both your love and Bricia's love for your group. I hear it. I see it. We talk about emotion. You guys exemplify success. You're obviously already, hitting the top already in incomes, but the potential is far greater than where you're at right now because there's lots of time to do it. Angelo, thanks very much for having me on your call.
Thank you, Kevin. We're going to wrap this call up. He just said one thing. I just want to mention the reason why. This is it, folks. I know it's been a long call, but the reason why the potential is unlimited. We have examples of people, many examples of people that have entered Immunotech in the last 2 years only, and they have succeeded. People that have been here for 20 years. They have made more money. They have helped more people in health. They have done more than those that have been here for 20 years, people that have just gotten in the last 1 or 2 years. That's why the potential, like Kevin talked about, is unlimited. It's all about those who want to work harder and get out there and fight for their dreams. And that's where I'll leave it. I'll leave it at that. We'll be here next week, same time, same call number, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday tomorrow, and have a wonderful weekend. We will get this call wrapped up. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Bye-bye.